Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of updates for the NCL Critic League. Um, Not a ton of updates. We haven't had any releases in the last week. I do not believe. I think obviously, yeah, Donkey Kong and what was it? The other one. It was whatever. Doesn't matter. Hey. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors. That's the one I was thinking of. Anyway, yeah, they were released, obviously. Yes, updates that I can think of off the top of my head. Doom: The Dark Ages has just had an actual date announced, and so has Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Both of those have been picked by people in both Zeb Striker and Blitzel by the look. Doom: The Dark Ages being announced for May 15th, and the Claire Obscure Expedition 33 announced for April 24th. So some extra, hopefully, guarantees for points for the people that have those games picked up. As for bids, well, I guess we'll look at upcoming releases. Still nothing until the end of January. I think we're still okay. So yeah, this time next week we might have a release on that, but it might not be until the week after, depending when this video comes out. But then we will have a couple of releases. Zeb Striker coming up soon for sure, and same in Blitzel. There's a few games coming up in the next few weeks, so definitely be good to start spreading some of those points around. For this week's bids, we got Orcs Must Die Death Trap. So I guess we'll Die Death Trap, have a little look-see. I do know already who's bidding for this. It's not me, though I have played the first two games. And the first two games were pretty fun. Even if they weren't necessarily stellar games.
So you're interested in becoming a war mage? You think you've got born to do.
But yeah, it's generally a little fun cross between a third-person shooter and a tower defense, wave defense kind of game. There's a few good ones out there, and Orcs Must Die is definitely not a bad one. Definitely a little bit of fun. It's co-op as well, I believe, so some fun with friends there. Looks interesting enough, but don't know if it's going to be something that I'm going to bid for. Its hype factor is not very high, with only like 1, but it's a little bit of an unknown game, right? And as for bids in Blitzel, we've got Ninja Gaiden 4. Ninja Gaiden's always been a pretty cult favorite kind of game, right? Stealthy, challenging kind of games.
Infiltrated the facility.
I mean,
Commencing mission.
Graphics-wise, it looks alright. Be interesting to see. I mean, yeah, look at that. It's just, I don't know if this. Can't really say I've played any of the other Ninja Gaidens, but I thought it was like a stealthy game kind of thing. But this looks more like a shoot 'em up style. Devil May Cry-ish kind of game, I think, at the moment. But who knows? It could be fun.
Your clan is plotting.
I was told I should try and guess who's picking these up, but we've got Ninja Gaiden Ragebound also. Which I don't know what the difference is. Obviously, there's two different games, both Ninja Gaiden, but don't know if this is going to have any gameplay. Go what style of game it is. Okay, it's side scroller. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting Ninja Gaiden mixed up with other games. I always thought it was more stealthy kind of thing, but that could be a different series from when I was younger. And maybe Ninja Gaiden was always a Devil May Cry-ish beat 'em up. I'm not sure, but I mean, this doesn't look as interesting to me as Ninja Gaiden 4 does. But they're both estimated for this year. Whether that pans out or not, we will see. If I had to guess, I'd guess the same person. Potentially, it would be a bit strange if it wasn't the same person putting the bids in for both, right? But what is it? Mario Kart 9 will probably be what it is, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think this is just a fan-made thing. But anyway, in the Nintendo Switch 2, obviously, the reveal, it had some Mario Kart in there too, right? So, as you can see, that's why I reckon someone's bid on this, because the Switch 2 is announced for this year. And what's that? That's I think it's meant to be like the 2nd of April 2025, because it's definitely not going to be the 4th of February. So I'm assuming that they're assuming that the next Mario Kart game is coming out at a similar time to that, seeing as they showed it in the Switch video, which look, is not a bad guess, and is actually, yeah, I would agree, is pretty likely. As for who do I think is picking up these games, I reckon Ian is maybe potentially taking a guess on the Mario Kart. Just looking at his list, he's got a few spaces open. Though I guess Liam here could be as well. Demons is looking pretty full, but he's also seems like the kind of person that might take a risk on that. I don't really think, as much as I don't like being able to bid on things when they're not announced, like Untitled next Mario Kart. It is quite likely. I don't know if Matt has. I didn't talk about that with him at work, but if I had to guess, I would say Ian or Liam. The Ninja Gaiden. No, I have no idea who out of all of these people like those kinds of games or would be following them. I mean, Sark does have Assassin's Creed and Metal Gear Solid, which are both and a lot of space. So I wouldn't not think that. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden's hard for me to guess for sure. But either way, I don't think it's going to be Demons, but like Demons could potentially pull something like that out of nowhere. I mean, look, all of these could just be Liam, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised at that. Um, but he does seem to pick a few not so big name games. Oh well, who knows? I've given a little bit of a guess, I guess, and we'll see. Are there any games that I am watch listing, currently watching, thinking about? Do I really want to bring up my watch list? You can kind of see the end of some of them there, and you can try and think up. I don't think I want this one. I played the demo of it, and it didn't stand out to me at all. So I'll let you guys guess what I have on my watch list. The things I might consider picking up in the future. But yeah, I guess that's going to be the quick update for this week, as there's not really been anything else to talk about. Since the last couple of releases and bids and updates of release dates for a couple of games. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week for more updates.